Haemin Sunim does not write like someone who is trying to impress you. He writes like someone who understands what it feels like to be overwhelmed in a fast moving world. Though he is a Buddhist monk, the book never feels distant or religious in a heavy way. Instead, it feels grounded, human, and deeply compassionate. His words feel less like teachings and more like reminders. Reminders of things we already know but forget in a rush of daily life. Hello everyone. I'm Dr. Dangi Priya, your next door chikitsak. This channel reflects everything that I have been doing in my leisure time. It is backed by my three Instagram handles: a woman with classes for book reviews, scalpel and spoon for my everyday cooking blogs and vlogs, and the next door chikitsak for daily aesthetics. Please do check out all and show a love. Today, I'll be talking about Things You See Only When You Slow Down by Haemin Sunim. I came across Things You See Only When You Slow Down when life felt like it was constantly asking for more. More effort, more speed, more answers. Even rest felt rushed, as if slowing down needed some kind of justification. This book entered quietly, without demanding attention, and maybe that's why it stayed with me. Haemin Sunim does not write like someone who is trying to impress you. He writes like someone who understands what it feels like to be overwhelmed in a fast moving world. Though he is a Buddhist monk, this book did never feel distant or deeply religious in a heavy way. It feels grounded, human, and deeply compassionate. His words feel less like teachings and more like reminders. Reminders of things that we already know, but forget in our rush to daily life. The book is divided into sections that explore rest, mindfulness, relationships, love, work, anger, and self worth. Each section contains short reflections, sometimes even few lines. This structure itself encourages slowing down. You are not meant to read a book in a one sitting. You are meant to pause after reading a page, let the words settle, and notice what they stir inside you. One of the strongest themes throughout the book is the idea that slowing down is not weakness. In a culture that glorifies busyness, Heman Sunim gently challenges the belief that our value comes from productivity. He reminds us that when we move fast, we lose touch with ourselves, we react instead of respond, and we chase instead of notice. This book speaks honestly about exhaustion, the kind that is not physical but mental and emotional. It acknowledges how constantly comparing ourselves with others, chasing approvals, and fearing the failure can quietly drain us. Instead of offering solution, the book offers perspectives. The author encourages us to observe our thoughts rather fight them, and to treat ourselves with the same love and kindness we often reserve for others. What makes the book especially comforting is its approach to emotions. Anger, sadness, anxiety, loneliness are not treated as problems to eliminate. They are treated as signals and messages from our inner selves that deserve attention, not judgment. Slowing down allows us to hear these messages clearly instead of suppressing them. The section on relationships feels particularly gentle and honest. Heman Sunim talks about not forcing connections, about little people to be who they are, and about choosing peace over attachment. He writes about love in a way that feels calm, not dramatic, reminding us that healthy relationships do not leave us constantly anxious or exhausted. He also emphasizes on the importance of boundaries, especially with the people and situations they often disturb our inner calm. Another beautiful aspect of the book is how it reframes success. Success, according to Heman Sunim, isn't about constant achievement or external validation. It is about inner stability, about being ease with yourself when everything feels uncertain. Slowing down helps you to realize that you don't have to rush at the word space to belong in it. In the time you reach the later sections of the book, you start noticing a shift, not in your circumstances, but in your awareness. You begin to question why you rush, why you judge yourself harshly, why you believe that peace must be earned. The book does not demand change, it invites reflection. Things You See Only When You Slow Down is a kind of book that you keep returning to. You read a page in the morning before the day begins, or at night when everything feels heavy. Some lines stay with you, quietly influencing how you respond to stress, conflict, or even disappointment. This book won't suddenly make your life calm. Your responsibilities won't disappear. Your problems won't magically resolve. But it gives you something subtler and more lasting, a gentle way of moving through the life. In a world that constantly urges us to hurry, this book feels like a permission to pause, to breathe, to be present, and to accept ourselves without conditions. And maybe that's the most important thing it offers, the reminder that peace isn't something you attain at the end of the journey. Sometimes it is something you notice only when you slow down. That's all. Thank you.